Hi, welcome to 5 Minutes with Torah with the BI Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Adam Stein. I have my son Eli filming for me today in the cold. And I'm going to keep walking here because we're going to go on a little bit of a journey, just like Jacob does in this week's Torah portion. And he really goes on a journey. And I found some really fantastical explanations from our most famous Torah commentator, Rashi, and the Talmud that he's often quoting, the Talmud and the Midrash. Rashi has some great explanations, but he's often quoting others who came before him. So Jacob, in the beginning of this Torah portion, he leaves his family's home because he's trying to escape his brother Esau, who is mad at him because he tricked him out of the birthright and the firstborn blessing. And as he leaves, at night, he lies down and has this famous dream. But the interesting explanation is about when he comes to the place where he's going to have the dream. It says he comes to a place, Vayifgaba Makom. And what does Makom mean? Well, Makom is said by tradition to be one of the names of God, the place. And so Rashi says when Abraham comes towards a certain place, that's Mount Moria. It says he looked up and he was coming towards a certain place. So maybe this place where Jacob was also Mount Moria, where Abraham went to sacrifice or almost sacrifice his son, and where the temple is said to be, the Temple Mount to this day is said to be. But what happens when he gets to Mount Moria? Well, actually, the Talmud says, and Rashi quotes, that when he went out towards Haran, where his family, his ancestors originally were from, the Talmud says he actually goes to Haran, not just towards Haran, but he gets all the way there. But when he gets there, he realizes he passed by a place, Mount Moria, where his ancestors had prayed. He says, well, I passed by this place, but I should have stopped to pray there too. But instead of walking all the way back there, what happens is the earth, people definitely thought the earth was flat back then, the earth folds together on itself, like the space-time continuum folding, and he's able to step through a hole in space or something, right from Haran to Mount Moria, to that place where he lies down and has that dream of the angels. And then what happens? He has this dream, and this whole thing, let's keep walking on our journey, our adventure like Jacob. This whole thing is to explain why our tradition tells us that Jacob creates the evening prayer, the Ma'ariv prayer. So he has his dream, and he comes upon this place, and the word place, Makom, is also said to be related to prayer. But why the evening prayer? Okay, well, he went back to pray there, and after he prays, he's going to go on towards Haran as he had been going on his adventure. And God says, how could this lovely guy Jacob be here and not sleep overnight? Okay? Before he sleeps overnight, God noticed that he's prayed, and he doesn't want him to go on his way before he stays overnight. So God makes the sun go down early so that Jacob would say, oh, it's dark, I have to go to sleep for the night. So the sun goes down early on Jacob's behalf, which is a miracle in the Torah. But the flip side, the corollary of that miracle, is when Jacob has the wrestling with the angel episode coming up soon in our Torah portions. The sun comes up early in the morning so that the angel will have to leave Jacob and stop wrestling with him and give him the blessing to become Israel. So many crazy things happen. The sun comes up early so that Jacob can be blessed by the angel. The sun goes down early so that Jacob will have to lie down and spend the night in that place. And when he wakes up, he says, God was in this place and I did not know. And we have the space-time continuum folding upon itself so that Jacob can step right from Haran into Mount Moria. I want to tell you that we all have these adventures, maybe not as fantastical as Jacob does in the minds of our sages, but we can come have an adventure here at Beth Israel any week and any day. We have some wonderful friends from the Catholic community visiting us tomorrow morning at our Shabbat services, and we have an amazing program for Hanukkah coming up on the 2nd. Shabbat Shalom.